Hi, I'm Old Norse Specialist Dr. Jackson Crawford. High in Colorado's Rocky Mountains, bristlecone pines can reach ages of thousands of years, and even after their death, leave twisted relics that inspire us with their beauty. I've loved these trees since I was a very young man walking in these forests with my grandfather, and their great age and astonishing, somewhat unearthly beauty has led me to picture Yggdrasil whenever I walk in these woods. Yggdrasil is the world tree of Norse cosmology. Its name is perhaps unusual. It refers to a myth in which Odin, according to the poem Hávamál, hanged himself from Yggdrasil for 9 nights. Because he hanged himself from the tree, it is something that he rode, as Norse gallows humor has it. So Ygr is a name of Odin. It means the terrifier, the one who strikes awe. And Drasil is a poetic word for horse. The tree's name means Odin's horse, because it is something Odin rode when he hanged himself. It may have had another name once, but this is the name that comes down to us. Frequently, such as in the poem Völuspá in the Poetic Edda, it is called Yggdrasils askr, the ash tree of Yggdrasil. For a tree that is so central to Norse cosmology, it's somewhat surprising how few poems in the Poetic Edda deal with it. As I mentioned, there is the part of Hávamál where Odin describes hanging himself from the tree, and in Völuspá, the tree's fate at Ragnarok, when it will finally burn, is of course a symbol of the final destruction of all of the worlds when the giants come to kill the gods and us. Völuspá also mentions that there is a well at the base of Yggdrasil, near its root that extends into Asgard, the world of the gods. And this is Urðarbrunnr, the well of Urður, one of the Norns, together with her sisters Verdandi and Skuld, the beings who determine the fate of the gods and of men. Yggdrasil, according to Völuspá, is speckled with white clay, which is an interesting detail and difficult to know the significance of. The tree has 3 roots at least. It has roots that are stated to reach into Hell, into Jotunheimr, and into Asgard, and presumably into other realms as well, such as Midgard, where humans live. Yggdrasil has a certain ecosystem to it as well. At its root in Hell, there is a dragon. Ormr is the Old Norse word, the same as the word they use for worm or snake, called Nidhogr, that chews on its roots. Grimnismal, the poem in the Poetic Edda, says there are also many other snakes down there that chew on its roots. There's a squirrel, Ratatoskr, that runs from top of the tree down to the roots where Nidhogr is, and on top of the tree is a bird of prey, a hawk or eagle, called Veðurfolnir. Veðurfolnir may be an eagle or a hawk. Snorri Sturluson in his Prose Edda says it's an eagle with a hawk sitting on its eyes, which is a little bit improbable and probably reflects Snorri trying to have it both ways. As I stated, Yggdrasil is called an ash tree, but these trees definitely put me in mind of such an ancient and powerful tree, especially when I read the lines in Hávamál in which Odin describes his sacrifice of himself to himself, seeking wisdom on that tree. There he says, Veit ek at ek hek vinga me the o, netter allar níu, geri undaður og gefin Odni, sjálfum mer, og þeim meði, mangi veit, hvers hann af rótum ren. I know that I hung 9 long nights on that wind-battered tree, wounded by a spear and given to Odin, myself to myself, on that tree whose roots no man has ever seen. And just as no man has ever seen the roots in time of these ancient trees, perhaps none of us will ever see the roots of Yggdrasil, which stretch into the realms of Asgard, Jotunheimr, and Hell. From beautiful Colorado, I'm wishing you all the best.